So just to dive a little bit into the science of the cardiovascular system, and it's something I've kind of alluded to in previous videos when I talk about conditioning. But most of the strength workout, the circuit training, the lifting, that's all in the the anaerobic and the glycolytic systems. And that what I mean is we're driving our heart rates really high. We're burning through a lot of energy very quickly, and the amount of effort that we're putting into these workouts is very unsustainable. It's not something you can do for a very long time. And that's totally fine. We're not really worried about that. And working out in this manner is very advantageous to most people because they're trying to look better and lose some fat at the same time. So when I talk specifically about conditioning after the workout, we've already trained the crap out of these energy systems. So a really important energy system that people overlook is the aerobic system. And that's why I talk about with conditioning. You don't need to push it really hard. These people don't need to go balls to the wall. And especially because the workout itself, the strength training portion itself is so intense, we don't want to throw more intense work on top of that to cap everything else off. Now, you can balance this to an extent with the strength training by scaling back the strength training, making it not as heavy, maybe telling people to rest longer, and that is totally a viable option. However, for me, like I've talked about, I treat the strength training as the main piece of the workout, and everything else kind of goes around to support that. So when it comes to conditioning, when I add conditioning to a workout for specific clients, I'm always trying to target more of the aerobic energy system, and that it helps people recover, it helps them feel better, it gives them more consistent energy throughout the day. And if your aerobic system is better trained and you have a larger aerobic engine, so to speak, everything else works better. You're able to recover faster between workouts. You're able to recover faster during workouts. So when I do conditioning, it's usually targeted at this specific energy system, and hence why I refer to many times during the conditioning videos, keeping it lower intensity, not pushing really hard. They should feel it like it's a little too easy because we're looking for that specific aerobic energy system adaptation. At least, I'm looking for that specific aerobic energy adaptation when I do conditioning, when I think of conditioning in the workouts or on the off days when they're not working out. Again, this is just barely scratching the surface when it comes to the cardiovascular system and different energy systems. If you want a fantastic resource that dives completely into everything, Joel Jamieson has his 8 weeks out course. That is something I very highly encourage you to check out if you are at all interested in the conditioning aspect of working out, how to manipulate those variables much more and really dive into that. Again, 8 weeks out, Joel Jamieson, fantastic course. There's a link below.